Hello everybody, welcome back to What's Up Wednesday. I'm here today with Brinsley Brooking-Lutz and Grampian Road.
Yes.
See, it only took me 3 takes to get that one right. And Willie Nish's owner in the background is watching this one. He's here today because we're qualifying. Now, when the racehorses come in and they need to get ready to race, they have to qualify to prove they are actually fit and capable of racing at race time. So, Bryn, you're here a little bit early today. Thank you for doing this. We are kind of holding you up.
Yeah.
Brinsley, one of my favorite people in the backstretch. I've known Brinsley since we were young enough to watch cartoons on a couch together back at Fraser Downs.
Yeah.
Bryn, tell me a little about this guy.
He's homebred of Willie's. He's an RB Ethel merged to a Vertical Horizon. He was a little growthy last year, so we took our time, and he's a little lazy, but he's coming along nice now. And he qualified last week in 2-2, and we're hoping to drop some more time today, and then he'll be racing.
Well, that's awesome. You know what? We can't be holding a little bit lazy against anybody, especially me.
Yeah.
So you do a lot of the work in the barn right now, and we were talking beforehand, just like a lot of, like the last couple of years, there have been quite a few more female trainers popping up at the track, and you've put your papers in so you can take your test. Are you looking forward to that? Is that something that's exciting?
It's exciting, I guess. I just never felt like I needed it because I've always done it. But it'll be nice, I think. My grandpa was in town last weekend and he was pestering me, so he wants to see my name in print, so I guess I'll do that for him.
Well, you get to see your father, Glenn Lutz, his name's in print, and also your mom, Marie. Recently, Wrangler Jewel won a huge stake. Tell us about that. That must be awesome.
Oh, it was exciting.
See.
It meant more to us because my grandpa was here. He's never, for her to have a career win like that and him be here meant a ton. And I was worried at the 3/4 pole that she wasn't even going to get a piece of it. And then, I know that filly has one really good quarter in her, so I was hoping JF could find room and get there, and he did. And I just heard Marie at the end say, "Wrangler Jewel," because I had watched from the knockers bench, and I kind of just stopped and looked around at everybody like, "Oh my God, I think she win!" And it was really exciting.
It was watching your mom and Leo streaking up the fence
her
there,
was falling
screaming.
off.
It was pretty funny. Now, your grandpa, Albert, he raced. Your mom.
Yeah, my dad's dad.
Your dad's you're racing now.
Yeah.
What about the youngest generation? Any you've got a baby.
Yes,
so.
I think that as long as she gets some sort of post-secondary degree first, then I would have no problem with her being in the horses, but I would like her to get some education to fall back on first. So
absolutely. You know what? That's some of the most responsible thinking I've heard from some of the people around here, so that's awesome. Bryn, I'm proud of you. You guys have had a rough year. You're doing awesome.
Yes, thank you.
I can't be more happy for you and your mom, so thank you for doing this. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem.
Hey everybody, we just talked with Brinsley Brooking-Lutz. We're here with her mother now, Marie Brooking. Marie, we can't really have a talk with you and Wrangler Jewel. Jewel's out on vacation and enjoying some much-deserved rest. We're in front of what we call the rest of your stable here. Smaller barn, literally, the 2 minis, and a new acquisition or a new trainee for you from the Bouvier stable. Tell us a little about this one quick.
Jill's called me a week ago. He wants to be in a small stable, and JF, who drove Wrangler Jewel for me, is quite busy with his farm, so he didn't have a lot of time to take on an extra horse. But I've had horses for JF before, and JF says, try Marie, she's good in a small stable, and Jill's is like, excellent, perfect. So he just arrived today from Saskatoon, and he's just hanging out with the minis right now because he doesn't like to be by himself, but the minions are keeping everybody company.
Absolutely. And Marie, always worked for top stables, always been learning, whether it be Keith Clark, Casey Coleman, obviously the top one, James Jungquist. You're always there. You always learned how to get stake horses there, and Jewel really peaked at the right time this week.
Yep.
Tell us a little bit about the race and watching it from where you were at with Leo. Like it's... you had a little bit of a heart skip moment the last turn, so now that we've had a day in between to think about it, tell us a little more now.
So as the race was unfolding, I never asked JF if he had a plan because I was confident he knew what to do. So then the race is unfolding, Brandon is out in the middle of the track. There's a little bit of a roadblock there, horses are going. She's kind of not in the mix yet, going to the half. He starts to roll her a little bit. We're coming around the last turn because he's going 3-4 wide at that time. Right in front of me where I stand with Leo, he pulled the plugs and gave her a little tap with the whip to get her in gear, and she made a big skip. And he woed her up, and I just yelled, no! Because I, at that point, thought, we're out of it, we're done. And then I see him pull her out a little bit, and then he asked her, and I just kept screaming, driver, JF, driver, don't stop. And then I'm screaming, and I'm out of my shack by then, and I'm going down, and poor Leo's ears were by then pretty shrieked by then. And then I stopped to listen, and I heard the announcer yell, Wrangler Jewel gets up, and I'm like, and so then I listened on my radio, because they usually call who goes to the test bar. It's usually first, second, or third, and they just called Jewel, and then I just went ecstatic after that. So
That's awesome. So now, like I said, we were just talking to Bryn. She's working on getting her trainer's license.
Yep.
A lot of the young women around the track are now. You're almost transitioning into a role model role. How does that feel, being a little bit different? Like,
yeah, I encourage all the women around here, all the ladies that have taken it upon themselves. I try to be as supportive and as helpful as I can. If they need anything, they can always come to me. I do have a few years experience and being back east, working for some pretty top trainers back there. So anytime anybody wants to know something or ask or have a quirk or something, or if I see something, I'll try to say, hey, what about this? You know, I'm there to support, because I believe women are as good, if not better, because we can be a little more feminine, a little more kinder sometimes, but and the nurturing part and stuff. But a small barn makes a difference, because then you can cover everything that the horse needs.
Absolutely. So, last question. I've been trying to get this one out lately. If somebody wants to find Marie Brooking and they want you to train a horse, other than contacting the race office and Josh Murphy, is there another way they can get a hold of you?
Facebook or through ASHA. Fred Gillis has my number, and everybody usually has my number, whatever, to get a hold of me. And I am trying to, as I talked to Casey Coleman the other day, do quality, not quantity. So I like, keep the stable small, and have nice horses, and or try to make nice horses.
Absolutely.
That's my goal.
And speaking of quality, not quantity, how's Dr. Mo feeling today?
He was pretty excited. I didn't get to talk to him too much on Saturday, but he did call me on Sunday night and he reassured me how thankful he was and good job and everything like that. And we've already set up our program of we're not going to race her too much. We're focusing, staying on the stakes, and then maybe one race to prep her up before a stakes. So she's home for 10 days, out in the field eating grass, hanging out with her mom, her little brother. Her dad's there too, so she's just enjoying time, and that's what the plan is.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much for doing this, Marie. Congratulations
Thank you.
Again. Thanks for watching What's Up Wednesday again. We'll see you guys next week.
Thanks, guys.